Hey guys.
Welcome back to the Couch
Welcome to
Potato
the
Podcast.
podcast.
So we have a lot to talk about this episode. Like I say
We
in
should
every
try these
episode.
freeze dried.
Okay, so I'm editing right now, and I just wanted to say that 3.2 isn't going to happen. We put some clips in from that episode to, like, kind of give it still, but because of how long it's been, we didn't see the point of uploading an entire video for it, especially with how short the video worksheet would have been. So I'm just going to throw in some clips right now, and if you want to skip ahead of that to the rest of episode 4, you can. If not, and you want to hear our take on Colleen and like the Ethan stuff, continue watching. Hope you enjoy.
Picking up from where we left off, we were talking about Colleen.
Yes.
And everything.
And
we still are.
I'm sick of it. I swear this should be our last episode about Colleen.
Unless something huge comes out. Like if there's a court, we'll be all on it. So.
Oh yeah, we'll be live streaming.
For real. On TikTok. We do stream on TikTok, so follow our TikTok.
Hot dog.
We don't do that.
Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts.
Okay. Anyways, so her brother, Trent. That's what they'll be.
Her brother Trent.
They have to pay people to come to their shows, so clearly they're gonna end up there one day. But she made no statement about her brother or her sister. But people have been talking about, like, did you see with the H3 video with like the
choir?
The victims? No, the victims.
Oh yeah.
They were talking about how her brother Trent would, like, her parents, Colleen's parents had, like, Trent was born deaf.
Yes.
And he didn't understand that he was supposed to mute himself because he couldn't hear. So, like, why would he mute himself? Why would he doesn't think that they can hear him.
Yeah.
But his parents would get mad and, like, want them because they would be talking about personal family stuff and didn't want the weenies or the cookies or whatever they were called hearing about it. So, like, they get mad at him for not muting himself. Which means they had tons of stuff to hide. The whole family.
Well, I'm really upset about all of this.
Yeah.
Because I didn't ever like Colleen.
I used to stand Colleen.
But I loved Rachel.
Really?
I loved Rachel, yeah.
I was the opposite. I loved Colleen. I loved Miranda. I loved, like, anytime Trisha and Colleen did their mukbangs. I like Colleen, like, her vlogs during, like, quarantine. But...
No, I loved Rachel. I liked her podcast. I liked her. She seemed like a genuine person, but...
They're all fake.
Yeah!
They're all groomers.
Surprise.
Then again, who on YouTube that everybody loved hasn't turned out to be a pedophile?
Tyler Oakley.
I'm talking about, like, people who are still, like, big names. Like, Tyler Oakley, does he even post anymore?
Yeah, he's a gaming streamer.
Sorry, I don't watch him
Okay.
anymore.
I think I'm gonna start going back to watching my British YouTubers.
I guess Joey
Like
Crusoe
Zoella.
and, like, Daniel, they never were groomers.
No, but they support the groomers.
True.
They were really quick to turn on Gabby Hanna, but won't say anything about...
Where's the comments on, Colleen?
Uh-oh. They got themselves in some trouble.
Yeah. And then, speaking of groomers, stay tuned for next episode when we talk about another big groomer.
Oh.
Hint, he just did a thing with
Interview.
Cosmo. Yeah. But anyways, back to Colleen. Her ex-husband made this statement, I think we talked about that last episode, where...
I know this is supposed to be the next episode, but I'm going to say it here because it's funny and I don't want to talk about Colleen in the next episode. Joshua, her ex-husband, put out a statement on Twitter saying, "I just want to clear the air. My eyes have always been hazel."
What?
Because the song that she wrote him, where she was strumming the same chords as Toxic Gossip Train.
I don't know.
I'll have to show you after this, but it's so funny. If you know, you know. You know. That's what type of situation it is.
But I mean, I'm sorry, but after hearing about the victim, his reality, like what he posted on Twitter, was all a lie.
Joshua?
Because, want to know what they were doing? Colleen was at one end of the couch, Josh was at one end of the couch in there, and they were both, he was texting Johnny, I think his name is, and she was texting Adam.
Yeah.
They were both texting kids instead of focusing on their marriage. No wonder it failed.
That's true.
Oh, and we do have one correction. Last episode we said that Ariana Grande unfollowed her. She didn't.
She didn't. We checked and that was false.
Yeah.
Someone had, or several people have reported it on Twitter.
So,
That's what I was going by, but we were wrong.
So Ariana unfollows James Charles because everybody tells her to. All her fans tell her to because of his past.
Yep.
But she don't want to do the same for Colleen.
When there's proof for Colleen.
Right. I mean, I get it. There's a little bit of a difference. Colleen, like, they were friends before Ariana really got famous. Starting off with Sam Smith. Now, he's been in a lot of controversy since the Grammys. He keeps, like, doing stuff where people think he sold his soul to the devil and everything like that. First off, I want to say I love his music. And
I do too.
Even if he's an awful person, I'll still listen to his music. Because it's so good. He has really good talent. I was actually listening to his music on the way here today.
Unlike someone else that we're going to be talking about in a minute.
Her music is good, but we just won't listen to it because of, she's worse.
She's worse.
She makes Sam Smith look like an angel.
Allegedly, Sam Smith hits people who don't speak English.
Which is stupid. You know, in America, we don't have a like national language, and
Hey, people have to be their friend.
Yeah.
Which is
sad.
Sounds very far-fetched, to be honest. We haven't seen any proof of that, but unlike someone else, we have proof of.
Who we'll talk about in a little bit.
This.
What is up with the music industry? Let me start off with this. We have so many music artists to talk about. It's not even funny. Like, the whole music industry is like twisted this week. Miranda's Lambert next. She's yelling at her fans and trying to get a selfie. Like, I get it. That's actually a very polarizing one. Like, I was talking to my papa about it, and he was like, well, if she's in the middle of singing and we're all supposed to be sitting down, what's their ticket price more than mine if I can't see her? Like, why do they think they're entitled to that? And I'm like, it was 30 seconds for a photo of a group.
A memory.
Exactly.
Pictures last longer than memories. Why wouldn't you want someone to be proud of coming to your concert and share it with others?
If she doesn't want people taking photos at her concert, she should do what Beyonce tried to do. And have them not bring phones. Have them locked up in the case and everything like that. Don't pause singing to yell at fans. I think it was good of them to walk out.
She called them out like they were kids, and the oldest one was 50. So they were not kids. It was a group of grown women, and her next concert right after that, she was like being proud of a fan that had a shirt that said something like "shoot tequila, not concerts or not pictures," something like that, and she was loving that.
Well, of course.
And it was just
country music is different.
So next we talk about Ariana Grande getting a divorce,
which she hasn't confirmed or denied.
Her husband has denied it.
No, her husband said that her husband came out and like approved it. He said something about
TMZ said that they made a false statement and that they're not getting divorced and that they're happy.
oh what I heard, I saw, I wasn't from TMZ, it was I think from like Hot Face or something like that on Twitter. He made a statement saying that he didn't want to get, that he's religious and didn't want to get a divorce, but she had already moved on.
Scandal?
But which first off, how are you gonna be really religious and marry Ariana Grande? Ariana Grande is the opposite of religious. She's not anti-religion. She just, because of her brother, she doesn't support the religion she grew up in.
And she likes donuts and says she hates Americans, and you know, she's not the perfect role model for Christians,
Well, she's not a Christian.
but he is.
She's allegedly a homewrecker.
Yeah, she has a past of being a homewrecker.
Which, who else did she wreck their home?
I have no idea. I'm sure somebody. Ariana Grande. My husband's celebrity crush is Ariana Grande. So.
True.
Homewrecker.
I told you.
Allegedly, she's dating the SpongeBob Broadway actor.
Not SpongeBob, but a Broadway
Actor SpongeBob. And who's married and
has a baby on the way.
Yes. So.
By the way, his wife has come out saying at first that he all of a sudden like dumped her and
wanted a divorce
for
no
divorce
reason.
and was dating Ariana, but then has since come out and said she doesn't think they're having an affair. He's having an affair with Ariana. And so I don't know what's going on with that anymore.
It's like a big cover up.
Yeah, it's all confusing. 1 minute they're saying this, 1 minute they're saying the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Get your story straight.
For real.
Like some ex-presidents should.
Gigi Hadid got arrested on her trip.
Gigi Hadid.
Gigi Hadid
I
had
love
gotten
this. It's the opposite. You were correcting me on Travis Barker, and the other guy.
Gigi Hadid got arrested on her trip for weed possession, but she was released and they charged her a $1,000 fine.
Which, all I gotta say about that is they only did that because of how famous she is.
Don't travel with marijuana.
Don't travel with drugs, period. Unless you have a prescription for them, don't bring them. Like,
especially since you're a model and you're supposed to be setting an example for people.
Right. And
it's not a good look.
If you're going somewhere where it's illegal, you're gonna
don't
get
bring
caught.
it.
You're gonna get caught, and it's gonna look bad on you. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. Well, a ton of celebrities have done the same thing before. She's not the first one, and she's not the first one to get arrested for it.
Wasn't there a story about, like, I think it was I forget how to pronounce his name.
Talking about Juice WRLD swallowing all the drugs?
Yeah, and dying from it because he brought him on a private plane and the cops were waiting for him when he landed.
Yeah.
See, you should have just smoked it all in the air. Doja Cat. Ready to get into her? So Doja Cat also made a statement that she doesn't love her fans.
It sounds crazy.
It's so stupid. How could you not love your fans? Like, if y'all got us famous and we're paying our lights and for our house or our mansions or whatever, our luxury lifestyle that we want one day, we would be so grateful for y'all.
You have to love
your
fans. They're the reason you're famous. Like, it makes absolutely no sense to me.
And they're like,
what happened? Here's the whole what happened. So what happened was a fan commented and said, "Wish you would show more appreciation for your fans," or something like. No, they didn't say that at all.
They said, "Wish you would say that you loved your fans."
Yeah, wish you would say that you loved your fans, which she has in the past, is what it said. And she said, but truthfully, I don't, though. I don't even know y'all. Like, saying she don't love you. And the girl humbled her, and she was like, well, for someone not knowing us, we don't know you either, and we made you famous. We love your music. We support you. We're the reason you have clothes on your back, like, stuff like that. Yeah. And she's like, you're starting to act like my mom. You're being a, like, you don't know me, blah, 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 blah. You sound crazy.
Which, first off, I feel bad for her if that's what her mom's like. Can I just say that?
You're not my mom.
But yeah, I mean, I even made a statement on Twitter saying about look, why would you do that? They're the ones keeping your lights on. It's just
Did
so
she block
stupid. You? No, she didn't block me. Only like 27 people saw it.
But you have to put it in her comments for her to block you.
True.
Put it in her comments.
Jeffree
Star has me blocked on Twitter. So does James Charles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
None of them have me blocked. But
That's
I don't comment nothing. I just, if I like the tweet, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
But
Jeffree unblocked me one time for like a day and then blocked me again. He was stupid.
That means he knows about you.
He's like, this bitch.
That's gonna be the title. Jeffree Star knows Hannah.
I know Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really good friends. We're frenemies.
When are we going out to the Yak Ranch? I almost said farm.
Yeah, I guess it's a farm. Y'all need to get some of these if you've never had them.
Ranchers and farmers, don't come at me. I don't know the difference between a ranch and a farm other than they're called different. Wonder who I should get sponsored by?
I should be sponsored by Dr. If we were sponsored by a brand, who would we be sponsored by?
Because of the TikTok I made like a year and a half ago or something like that, or 2 years, something like that. I feel like, I forget the name. It's like the cheap dog treats.
If you don't know, then you shouldn't be sponsored by them.
I forget the name.
You don't even have a dog.
It was in Ohio. I filmed this one TikTok and this little kid commented on my being a troll. Commented about, oh, I bet he eats the dog treats in the back. And so I responded to it with a video with Justin Bieber song "Yummy" and holding them.
The bacon ones?
Not bacon strips. Not name brand. It was an off brand. I think it's like a blue bag. You know what I'm talking about. If you ever been to Dollar General, you know what I'm talking about. Or Dollar Tree sells them too. So they probably can't afford to sponsor me.
I would be sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
If it was like a real brand, I don't know who I'd be sponsored by. I don't have like.
Got to be glue.
Yes. Their hairspray is the only hairspray I will use.
Endorsement.
It's the only one that will hold my hair.
I'm the one who told him about it.
No, James Charles did.
Okay.
Not personally, but like in this video. I figured if it held drag queens' wigs like it does, it would hold my hair. She also made a statement saying...
Wait.
So she was talking about, she's thinking about, which I think is shady to Nicki, because Nicki Minaj originally was going to have her album come out in September. Got pushed back to November for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But, so Doja Cat wants to release her 4th studio album in September now. Which, I mean, pop off. It won't chart, but pop off. It won't be listened to.
The tweet was worded threatening to release.
Yeah. And she's lost, in 24 hours, she lost 200,000 followers.
I think, I'm going to have to fact check myself, but I think that's more than James Charles.
Oh no.
No?
Not even close.
How much did he lose?
James Charles lost millions of followers.
I mean over 24 hours.
Oh, in 24 hours? Oh, yeah, I think the first 24 hours after Tati did her thing, he lost 150.
So yeah, new record.
So we'll see. Where's Social Blade when you need them?
That's gonna be what we're gonna be watching for the rest of the day after we finish filming. That was on Instagram, right?
Yeah, that was on
Okay.
Instagram. But you can see all of their social media on.
Okay.
I have my main channel, which I just released a new video. I'm back. It's a life update. Get ready with me, but I did a fire face paint look. It's not fire. It looked awful. I don't know why I went through with posting it, but oh well. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
You're the one viewer. I think that is
Technically
enough.
it's 2 because me and Harley.
No. You only watched like 2 minutes and something seconds.
Yeah, because Harley said it was weird and I was watching it on TV.
Okay. So Charlie.
I was like, Taylor has a new video out. Like you actually knows.
I appreciate that. Real fan.
Biggest fan.
My brother told me he was gonna watch it. Guess what he hasn't done?
Watch it.
Charlie XCX. I don't recognize that name.
That's shady.
I'm
She
just
sings,
being
boom,
honest.
clap, the sound of my heart will beat.
No, I love that song.
Ah.
I'm sorry. I suck at names. If it's not Nicki Minaj or like Doja Cat, Doja Cat's a name to remember. Charlie XCX, at first I was thinking, is that like...
Wait a minute. Back to Doja Cat. I just remember this.
But
She was making fun of her fans for calling themselves kittens.
Oh, that's right.
But she's
But-
the one who said kittens first.
She created the name and then yelled at fans like, how dare you name yourselves that? You named them.
If you're a fan and you call
Yeah.
yourself a kitten, you need to get off your computer and
And
go
with
help your
the
mom
Z,
clean.
You literally are trying to be Nicki Minaj. But are failing terribly because Nicki Minaj would never do that. Anytime Nicki Minaj gets to that point where like she should come out after her fans and like say y'all need to knock it off, because like sometimes her fans go after her. And not me, not this Barb. But she'll just get off social media. Not Doja Cat. Doja Cat wants to start saying that she doesn't love y'all, she doesn't care about y'all mean nothing to her until her tickets are on sale.
Oh, when her tickets for her concert are on sale, we're going.
If
We're
it,
100% going.
it depends. If she co-leads it or Miranda sings it, yeah, I'll go for $3.
If
But
it's like $30, I'm going.
I'll go for 30. I won't
Same.
spend no Nicki money on it. Nicki Minaj, I'm saving for that concert.
Okay.
I'm bringing a couple $100 with me for merch, everything.
I don't know that.
Give me back my free candy. I went to a white van. They're not all scams.
See, this is good. Cosmo came out.
Forget James Charles. Put him to the side for a second and all his scandals. The writer. Who on earth would go and interview somebody not knowing at least pretending to not know about anything that scandal was about? I also think it was messed up. I get why they did it. James probably wanted them to do this. About bringing in about the one victim. Alleged victim. Wanting to be paid for their statement because that immediately makes it look not true. Like, why would you want to get paid for telling the truth? But I get why too. Because, like, if you're a victim, you better grab as much cash from being a victim as you can. Get that coin.
Okay. I think that personally, I liked the article, but I didn't like the title.
I forgot the title, if I'm being honest.
It
I
was-
remember the gist of the article. I read it all.
What was the title? It was called Uncanceled
Oh,
or something.
no. James Charles wants to be on campus,
Yes.
please.
That was a stupid title.
It was.
Because James Charles, nowhere in the article said he wanted to be uncanceled.
No, he was just saying that he doesn't believe he's a groomer. He thinks he just made a big mistake.
I agree with that.
You don't think he's a groomer?
I don't.
I don't think he's a groomer.
I think he's a weirdo.
Oh, for sure.
There's a difference between being like the creepy uncle.
I don't
And
think.
being a pedophile.
Yeah, I don't think he went out of his way to go talk to minors. He just was an idiot and didn't investigate like he should.
Nowhere near as bad as Colleen.
Now, what I will say, and he even in his taking accountability video admitted to this. He let his power of being who he is and having the following he does let him, like, he used that to his advantage.
100%.
Now, whether or not when he said he didn't realize he was doing it, whether or not he was telling the truth then or not, doesn't matter. He still messed up by letting that even happen.
Yeah.
When you become that famous, either date somebody who doesn't have social media, like go to that. He sat down and told himself. Now I'm gonna paraphrase this because I can't remember. He said something about, "Now listen, babe," talking to himself. Yeah, calls himself babe.
That's cringy.
You're not a groomer. You're
Just
not
a loser.
You're not a P word.
You're just a loser.
You're just desperate, pretty much, is what he told himself. And
I believe that.
Oh, he's for sure desperate. I mean,
He's definitely desperate.
yeah. Which I'm not saying necessarily is always a bad thing. I'm just saying in this case,
Being desperate is always a bad thing.
I don't know.
Are you desperate?
For money, yeah.
I guess.
I think when you're desperate, it motivates you to get things done.
To be with children.
It's just
To get things done.
his brother.
Who?
Have you heard about his brother?
Who?
James's brother?
Yes.
He hasn't spoken to him since the allegations happened. Which, I mean, I don't blame. He went back to New York. He's doing his modeling gig. He tried out YouTube, hated it. He posted like a couple videos. His channel grew like that though, because of who he is.
But he should be grateful for James for the platform that he has.
Yeah,
The
but
Hey Brother series or whatever it was.
faces.
Hey, no, it was Hi Brothers.
Oh,
Remember when he did videos with him?
yeah.
That was a series for a while. That's what got his brother's personality out there and his recognition. So, in a way, he should be thankful for him.
But I mean,
It's not like
Yeah.
James Charles was going and intentionally talking to minors.
well,
It wasn't like he was going trying to have sexual relations with minors, because he wasn't. He never did that. That we know of.
this is us just warning you that we're gonna get our hands on painted and we're gonna try it out. Because we're defending him way too much for a popular opinion.
But I'm not defending him. He was wrong.
He was wrong,
He was
for
wrong.
sure.
He should have checked the IDs. He shouldn't have been creepy about armpits. Like, he should have. Like, that's weird.
I'm sorry. I can't keep a straight face when you say we're creepy about armpits.
It's weird.
It is.
But it's also weirder that these people made him into a joke.
Yeah.
It's.
There was wrong on both sides,
Yes.
and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anybody was right. There was nothing right about the whole situation.
No.
And then he wanted to do. Yeah, he also. Well, we already discussed. Oh, the article is also a great ad for, because millions of people read it.
Painted.
Whoever didn't know he was releasing painting knows now.
Mhm.
So we'll see how good that is.
I'm really excited to try it. I hope it's not expensive. Like, really
Me too.
expensive.
It better not be. I watch his videos. I'm not gonna lie. Those tubes are tiny.
And the packaging is not the best.
Right. Unless they come with that clear purse he had, it better be cheap.
Or, like, maybe that was, like, the hidden package. Like, so you couldn't see. Because his video's coming out Friday
Right.
of his
And who
actual
knows?
stuff.
Maybe the actual stuff is a little bigger.
Yeah, and maybe it's.
It could have just been test tubes.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it was, like, the teasers. And, like, it's
Right.
covered, so, like, there's no, like, labels or nothing. So maybe.
Right. Which I think, honestly, a cool design would be like the white tube, and then just have like painted in like gold or something, or like even like
Painted by James Charles.
Yeah, I think. Now here's one thing. A, it better look like brush strokes, like with the P like hitting the lines, Better not be like just bold like text.
Oh yeah, that would look generic.
That would look awful. But also,
I hope it has the paint palette with it.
Yeah.
I hope they sell. No, I
like
know
the artist.
I know he's selling that. I mean, I hope he sells everything as like a kit, so it's like $100 or whatever, and we can buy like everything. Because
like
then
a collection.
It's 50-50, and then we can like try it out.
Yeah. We went and did the thing. On the 21st.
Barbie.
We watched the Barbie movie.
I'll insert some pictures.
The conservatives
or he'll insert some pictures of our outfits. Right here.
I will insert pictures of my outfit because I'm the only one who took photos.
I took photos of mine too.
You didn't send them?
I didn't send them to you. No, I didn't.
We were supposed to take photos in the theater.
It was so dark.
No,
and there was no Barbie sign.
Oh, that's true.
Because in other bigger theaters, they had like the whole Barbie display.
We live in a small redneck town. I'm surprised they even let me and her husband in without calling us some slurs. But yeah, conservatives are losing their minds over it. Which, first off, this one, I think he is a like talk person for Fox News. No, not the.
Did you see his statement on it?
No, I did not. But he was talking about how he was mad because it's PG-13 and I think he brought either his 10-year-old daughter or niece to go see it. Which, first off, correction here. When we bought our tickets, I don't know if it popped up for you, but every time I went to like look at the tickets, I would hit the purchase
PG-13
and not for minors. It would you have to be 16 or older to be able to enter the theater by yourself without adult supervision.
Yes.
And the jokes, yeah, if you know what it's trying to say, you would get it. But if you
also there's jokes like that in kids shows.
Yeah, SpongeBob,
Speaking
from earlier. Yeah.
Victorious.
And as a little kid, you miss them. Then you think, oh, it'd be great to watch shows for nostalgia, to watch shows that you grew up with. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? And also, conservatives with women's rights or anyone's rights other than their own.
I'm saying if your man's favorite character is Ken, leave.
If you're who?
If you're man.
Oh, leave the relationship?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the men characters because Alan was there.
Alan? You're Alan and I'm Barbie.
For real.
They're best
Besties,
friends.
Yeah.
And Harley's
Ken. Harley would be a Ken.
Because the way he looks or his personality.
Both.
Well,
you can't even tell me I'm wrong.
He didn't really like Ken that much. He said the only part that he liked about Ken was him saying, "I'm not Ken without you, Barbie."
True.
He keeps sending me TikToks about it.
Yeah. He's obsessed with the Barbie movie.
Almost at 100 subscribers.
We are.
So we're going to be just doing something special.
Let us know in the comments what you think we should do with our 100 when we hit 100 comments. 100 100 subscribers.
100 subscribers. We're going to do something special. We might have a little cake. And some balloons. And a little party. And a little celebration with just us.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a get to know us more episode.
Sure.
Our personalities.
You write notes, so you better start coming up with questions for both of us.
We could probably do a game.
Or maybe I should write questions for you. And
I'll write questions for you.
Yeah.
Or we could do a who knows who better.
Well, that'd be good. Where's those cards?
But yeah, so we'll have something special for you guys. It'll be fun.
I've hardly come up with the questions.
If we get canceled.
Have your parent. Have your mom.
She's boring. Edit that out.
Do a mixture of Harley and your mom. Have them team up for it, because they're getting along anymore, aren't they? Or did that quit?
It's off and on.
It's always been off and on. When y'all first started...
She likes him more than not.
When y'all first started dating, she hated him. She said he looked dirty. Remember? Then y'all break up, and now she wanted y'all back together.
But we're never dating. To begin with.
True, y'all just met and got married and got knocked up.
I love that. We've been together for 2 years. Married for 2 years. We've been together for 2 years, almost married for 2 years.
They got married really quick.
Why are you telling my business? We're editing all of this out.
We are.
Alright, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching the podcast. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode.
Thank you for all of the love.
Yes.
And yeah, so come
See y'all
back
next week.
next week-ish.